Welcome back to the show. Former Deputy Treasury Secretary, Mr. Michael Faulkender. Michael, thanks for doing this. I know I want to talk about affordability, but before we do, the Challenger grade job numbers came out today, and everyone's talking about 153,000 job layoffs. I get it. But they're not talking about the other number, which was 283,000 job hires. New hires were twice the layoff number, okay? So first of all, there's that. And second of all, the economy under Trump is in a lot better shape than the media will acknowledge.
Oh, absolutely. We're making progress on a number of dimensions because of the policies that the president is implementing. And so if you think about the investments that are being made in the energy sector, if you think about the deregulatory activities that are going on, look, why are they concerned about that jobs number today? They're concerned because AI is starting to have an impact. But the reason that we're able to harness AI, the reason we're going to see productivity improvements in this economy is because the president has embraced AI, whereas the Biden administration, they were fearful of it. They put in place regulations that made it very difficult for this country and businesses to harness it. And so there's going to be some churn, but I think the most important thing is there's churn, and there's
always churn. Right?
Absolutely. You know, and as long as the people that are being laid off have lots of opportunities to find other jobs, because AI is going to move people to places where they'll be able to provide greater value, that's innately necessary to realize growth.
So the president is telling the Republican Party, please rediscover the theme of affordability, okay? It's not really a new theme, rediscover. But the policies they have to be explained, but that's affordability. The Bidens had an inflation rate that was over 20% over 4 years. So that's the key. Get that in there. Start marketing that.
Absolutely. If you look at the plan that we were implementing at Treasury and that the president came in to implement, it was every aspect of it is about affordability. So if you look at what we did in the big, beautiful bill with regard to encouraging people to stay in the labor force and be a greater part of it, no tax on overtime so that people keep more of their money.
Nobody talks about that anymore.
Right.
No tax on tips.
No tax on tips. Right. No tax on Social Security so that seniors will defer.
What is the one big, beautiful bill? Every night on this show, I argued for one bill, for one bill, for one bill. And so did Scott Bessent, and so did you. Sorry, come on. We're out of time. But they've got to explain that bill and how good it is.
Yes, there's lots of things that are going to help the American people, the deregulatory environment, the energy initiatives that are underway, the spending reductions that OMB and Russ Vought is going after. All of those things are going to
lower
reduce
taxes.
Absolutely.
You got $200 billion of rebates coming up. Mike Faulkender, former Deputy Secretary. I'll be right back with my last